Hey, what up? It's your boy Saint, and welcome to the channel Saint Lucid VR, where it's all about VR and a little bit about music in VR. I'm gonna be dropping a couple of videos in VR. I just gotta hook up with a couple of my VR chat friends and get them in the video basically, and get a nice new song for VR. So, or about VR that means something else, something about virtual reality, but something that's reality. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, let's jump straight into it. So the Apple Vision Pro dropped. Alright, we knew it was gonna drop, February the 2nd. We knew it was gonna drop. People had like pre-orders, and people also got the headset before others, so they tried it out and stuff like that. And from what I can tell, it's been amazing, right? I didn't really give a hoot about it because of the price, like $3.5. Come on now, that was crazy. And that is without the accessories, without the bag, without the freaking extra stuff. That stuff comes up to like 4 or even 4.5, and that's a lot of money. We're talking like house money, like, you know, rent money. We're talking about used car money. Yeah, we're talking about money that can be used for other stuff, you know, like real big stuff. Unlike the MetaQuest 3 that is like $650. That's not so much, even though it is a bit pricey, but it's not that pricey, especially for the things that it can do. It's not that pricey. Now, when we talk about the Apple Vision Pro, I want to say that it's been like, I don't know if it's a conspiracy or what, but it's almost like the Apple Vision Pro is actually helping out the MetaQuest. Cause as soon as that dropped, so many people are now purchasing the MetaQuest 3, the MetaQuest 2, you know, because the attention, and that's the number one, the attention that the Apple Vision Pro has brought to the platform of mixed reality and VR. Come on, the Apple Vision Pro is a VR headset, alright? Spatial computing, all of that stuff, please relax. It is a VR headset, alright? So the attention that it has brought upon that platform is being amazing for other VR headsets, right? So I would say, you know, the competitor is like the Quest 3 at the moment. So the attention that it has brought into the platform has like given people the focus to get a VR headset that is not that pricey, all right? So now everyone's going and buying the Quest 3, the Quest 2, just to get some of that capabilities that the Apple Vision Pro has, but at a cheaper price. Second one would be price. The reason why they priced it so much, right? 3.5 is to give like this luxury type of a niche product that only some can purchase, but at the same time that draws the focus to something that people can purchase, that's not going to leave a dent in their pocket. So most people are now drawn to the Quest 3, the Quest 2, because those are bang for your buck. You know, you're getting bang for your buck on the Quest 3 and the Quest 2. You know, you can do the mixed reality, you can do the movie watching, you can do games, you know, man, you can do things that the Vision Pro can't do at the moment, alright? So everyone is starting to flow onto that, alright? So that would be number 2, that price, crazy, alright? Number 3 would be the library, alright? So Vision Pro said, not a gaming headset, not a VR headset, spatial computing, that's just a little bit, unless you're someone who is all about using their Mac Pro and stuff like that for, you know, just editing and all of that, and you wanted a Vision, I don't know, why would you want a headset on your head giving you that strain in the front, and you know, and just you straining your eyes, drying up your eyes, when you could just use your unless you worry about other people seeing what you're doing, because once you use the Vision Pro, the Vision Pro, the screen disappears, it becomes blank, and no one can see what you're doing, and you can edit here and stuff. But if you're not about that, why would you want to strain your eyes and stuff when you can use a beautiful screen to edit all your stuff? So I would say, you know, when it comes to the Vision Pro, the problem is, or the problem would be, at the moment, the technology is ahead of time for the library that they have at the moment. 3D movies, come on, you could watch that on the Quest, and of course it's not going to be 4K, but it's still going to be absolutely beautiful. And you know, we still got beautiful battery life that will last you, with all the accessories that came out for the Quest 3 right now and the Quest 2 right now. Battery life will last you a good 6 hours and stuff, so you can still do more with those headsets than the Apple Vision Pro. So also in terms of their library at the moment, you can do much more with, you know, Meta than you would do with the Apple Vision Pro. 3D movies, live concerts, you can do live concerts on Meta, and 3D movies on Meta, but also you can absolutely do gaming on like Meta, like games, tons of games right now. Yeah, mixed reality games and just VR, you know, fully immersive games on the Quest 3, Quest 2 that you can't get right now on the Apple Vision Pro. Yeah, so most of the things that you can do with Meta, you can absolutely do, like most of the things that the Vision Pro can do, Meta can absolutely do. All right, maybe not with that clarity and stuff that the Vision Pro is giving, but who even cares about that for 3,500? Who even freaking cares about that? You could get like 5 Quest 3s with that price for your freaking special significant other, your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your husband, your kids. I mean, you can even have one as a backup if something happens to this one. Bang, you know, like, come on now, come on, the price is big time. All right, so library way more in the Quest 3 or in Meta's lineup. All right, so that makes people focus more on what more they can do with their headset, and it takes away their focus from the niche headset, which is the Apple Vision Pro, back onto what's cheap and what I can do that's now. I'm not talking about the things that developers gonna do with the Apple Vision Pro. I'm sure they're gonna be amazing, but what can I do now, bang for my buck now? And it'll be, you know, the Quest 3, Quest 2, way more. All right, so that's also a benefit that the Apple Vision Pro is doing, that's kind of focusing people on something that's way more bang for their buck, right? And then I was surprised that, you know, Meta could have dropped, you know, the V62 at launch, right, where they were able to do all of these pinches and spatial videos and all of that stuff. But I do believe that Meta wanted the Apple Vision Pro to drop, and it needs, and then they would give us these special things like, oh, it's so easy to do this and that and use hand tracking and blah blah blah, and then the spatial videos and blah blah blah, and then Meta drops that V62 update, and then we can do exactly what the Vision Pro can do. I think they wanted that to happen. So when people are drawn to that, when they're drawn to all those amazing things, oh, it's so easy, we can use our hands and stuff and pinch and all of that stuff and grab. When they're drawn to that and they're saying, oh, that you can only find on the Apple Vision Pro, and then Meta drops it, and then all of a sudden the shift happens again and the focus is on Meta again, you know. So it's all in all, I would say the Apple Vision Pro is just putting attention on Meta's product, you know, back on the consumer market where it's not so pricey to get something that is that amazing. Because of course that Quest 3 is amazing. It's lighter, it's more easier to operate. It comes with joysticks, or you can call them controllers. It comes with that. So definitely way better. I love the fact that it comes with controllers. I'm even surprised that the Apple Vision Pro didn't drop with controllers, because Apple Vision Pro is it said it's not going to do games, but all of a sudden now it's doing games. You're cutting fruits and stuff in the Apple Vision Pro, and I'm sure Demio is also going to go onto the Apple Vision Pro because it's more hand-based, so hand tracking will be awesome for it. And they can tell that in order for them to really make a dent on the market, they gotta bring forth things that people already are doing in their headsets at the moment, or that other headsets are capable of doing. Yeah, making their headset capable of doing as well. Because of course you can do the stuff with hand tracking and stuff. Maybe there'll be a bit of lag, you know, considering how their hand tracking capabilities are. So I'm sure there'll be a bit of lag. But for games like Demio, that you're just grabbing stuff and placing it, I'm sure it'll be easier. I mean, I don't think you could do like a, of course it's on the Meta library only, but I think they dropped Synth Riders for the Vision Pro. So I'm guessing if it's not good hand tracking for that game or workouts, it's gonna get a bit of lag in it, so that's gonna be a problem. But anyway, with updates it will be better. But I would say that it would have been a nice thing if they did drop controllers, just to really make a dent in the market, probably even link it up to Steam. Then we're talking business. But because they didn't do that, bang, focus on what can do that, yeah, and focus on bang for your buck, right? Bang for your buck, right? That's what we're talking about. Yeah, so I would say it depends on what you want to do with the headset, right? And if you have that kind of money to spend on the headset, then hell yeah, you can do an Apple Vision Pro, and hopefully the software catches up with it. My last thing I would want to say is the fact that they dropped a Vision Pro, an Apple Vision Pro, meaning that this is, I wouldn't say the pinnacle of where they're at right now, but I would say that, right, they're probably going to drop like better, maybe a Vision Pro 2 or Vision Pro 3 in the future. But right now, it's where it is right now. It's like at the height of their technology, their software. It's at the height, all right? Of course, the software is going to get better. But yeah, their technology is at the height. The hardware is at the height right now. And if the Meta Quest 3 can actually keep up with that without a freaking Meta Quest Pro 2, yeah, without Meta Quest 4. I mean, the Meta Quest 3 wasn't even made to compete with the Apple Vision Pro. The next one will probably be made to compete with the Apple Vision Pro, right? So it might be a Meta Quest Pro 2 that's gonna have that beautiful couple more cameras, depth sensor. It's gonna be on another level, and I would guess that it still won't be at the 3,500 mark. If the Quest Pro was 1.5, I'm sure, and the Quest 3 is $650, I'm guessing that the MetaQuest Pro 2 would probably be at the 2005 mark. So you still get way more, and I'm saying way more price, the library, the controllers, the mixed reality, come on now, come on, so much, the accessories, so much more that is already made for this type of platform, and the developers as well, because of course there's going to be tons of developers that work with, you know, the Meta store products. Yeah, like, I mean, there's tons, there's games coming out, exclusives for the Meta store already. By the time the Apple Vision Pro or the next one catches up with that stuff, you know, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. So the fact that they made an Apple Vision Pro, I'm guessing that the next one will be an Apple Vision. Alright? So it's gonna be dumbed down just to, like, maybe you won't have the eye thing, or maybe you'd have, I don't know what they could cut from that, because it's already, you know, if they had controllers for this one, maybe the next one they wouldn't have had controllers. But the fact that they didn't, I don't know, maybe the bands would be different, the straps, maybe the tempered glass and stuff would be different, the metal and stuff maybe would be plastic. Who knows what they're gonna dumb down. But in other words, they're gonna be dumbing down the hardware and stuff that's not gonna compete still with Meta and the things that Meta can't do right now. Meta is gonna upgrade the hardware in order to compete with the Apple Vision Pro, not what they're gonna be dropping next, which will probably be the Apple Vision. Not that, because they can drop a freaking Meta Lite and that'll compete with that. Maybe even the Meta Lite will even compete with, I'm not gonna say that, but I'm just gonna say the next one that Meta drops in that high-end market would freaking kick out the Apple Vision Pro. Like, I'm not all Meta, like, guys, I'm not getting paid for this, I don't have no sponsors for this, but I do tell you that if they do drop a freaking MetaQuest Pro 2 or Elite, it's gonna be to compete with the Apple Vision Pro, even though they don't need to. And that's why I say they can chill right now, sit back and watch this domino effect that the Apple Vision Pro has created to bring focus, yeah, and benefits to Meta Store already. Yeah, if they want to drop something, they probably should chill a little bit and maybe drop it at the end of this year, probably December, or maybe next year, Feb, or you know, something like that, or June next year, because they don't want to stop the people right now from buying the quick. I mean, go on to Steam and see who's playing on what right now. Like Quest 2 on the top, Quest 3 right there. Like, listen, people are buying the Quest 2 and Quest 3, especially the Quest 2 with the price drop that it has, the permanent price drop. People are buying that right now. Meta needs to just take a chill back and watch what Apple Vision Pro is doing for them automatically. And that's why it feels like a conspiracy, like Apple Vision is working for Meta. It's just so crazy, right? And that's all I gotta say about this. All right, that's all I gotta say about this. It's gonna be amazing. All right, and I do believe that, you know, the Apple Vision Pro is working for Meta, but I also believe the attention that the Apple Vision Pro is bringing to the platform is amazing. People are now learning about freaking mixed reality, learning about VR, learning about watching movies with screens so huge. People are now coming into the space, and the more people come into the space, it's going to be amazing. The more people start to invest in just creating products for the space, software for the space. I mean, that was the only downfall that Meta was having, is the amount of software that's created for it, the games and stuff like that. But the fact that there's so much attention and focus in mixed reality and gaming right now, I mean, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. Man, I love the experiences that the Apple Vision Pro is bringing to the table right now. That dinosaur experience. Gosh, I've seen it. It's beautiful. People are talking about it. It's amazing. And plus the live performances, Alicia Keys. I mean, the tightrope stuff. I mean, there's so much of stuff. The environments. You know, it's beautiful stuff. And I'm hoping that kind of bleeds into, you know, the Meta Store, like, because they're now creating the spatial video with the V62. I'm hoping that they start to bring in these experiences, because there's nothing better than immersing someone that's new to VR or new to a virtual VR, a headset, spatial headset, in an experience. Yeah, there's nothing better than to put them in the experience. I mean, to put them in the game, it's cool, but they still gotta learn about the controllers. They still gotta learn, and you know, all of that stuff. But an experience is just like, hey, put this headset on, grab your phone, and press play on that. You know, control when it's paired. Press play on that, and they're in this world, or they're in this mixed reality world where things are coming through the wall, and you know, they're experiencing this for the first time. And that will stay with them, you know, no hard controller stuff. And I think maybe that's why Apple Vision Pro didn't want to bring in controllers, because they wanted it to be natural with using your hands, because you've been using this forever, right? So I think they wanted to be more natural to people, instead of having a controller with X, O, and you know, A, B, or whatever is on it, to kind of, you know, and then your RTs and all of that there, and you're trying to, you know, use this to grab that, and that with just your hands, you know, just grabbing something with your hands, it's just so natural. And you know, pulling it apart and stuff like that, it's just so natural to expand it and stuff like that. So I think that's what they wanted to do, and I think it's a beautiful idea. But it does just bring forth that attention back to Meta, because I mean, of course, there is hand control in Meta as well, you know, hand tracking and stuff like that there. So yeah, but I would just say I want more experiences when it comes to the software, when it comes to Meta. Like, I would love to just put someone who's new into VR in an experience, you know, where freaking dinosaurs are coming through a wall, or you know, something, a nice experience, even if it's like a half an hour experience, 30 minutes experience, or even a 10 minutes experience. But just that alone would change, you know, someone's mindset about what this is, and get them to invest in something like this, or want to see more. And then from there you can give them controllers and be like, hey, yeah, you can play a game on this here as well, you know. So, or you can do this as well, you can shoot aliens and stuff on this here as well. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about this. Thank you guys for being here. I just thought I would come through and drop one, because it's been playing on my mind how this is all, you know, taking place, and how Meta is being strategizing in terms of how to drop the 62 V62 updates, you know, after they dropped that. And it just seemed all so crazy how it's happening. And of course there's going to be more going down the line, where Meta starts to bring more experiences into their you know, software and stuff like that, hopefully. And then we got, you know, exclusives that's coming to Meta as well, that's gonna just bring more attention. I mean, you type in VR headset and you definitely gonna get Meta on the top, and then you're gonna see Apple Vision Pro. I mean, Apple Vision Pro is a VR headset, as I said, but you know, you're gonna get more experiences, more people, more gameplay, more things that's happening on, you know, the Meta Quest. And then from there you're also going to see the price, and then from there you're also going to see, you know, the things that it can do that is actually mirroring the Apple Vision Pro, and then you know it kind of looks like the best option right now, you know, for those who are not just willing to waste money and have a power bank in your pocket with a heavy headset on your head as well. So this kind of looks like the safe bet. But yeah, as I said, I'm not sponsored, and hopefully in the future I do get sponsored for this stuff. But hey, it's gonna be awesome. Please subscribe if you like the content and me rambling about these beautiful things. But I know you probably agree. If you do agree, drop a comment and let me know what you think about how the Apple Vision Pro is, you know, bringing forth the focus on, you know, MetaQuest 2, MetaQuest 3, you know, other headsets. Like, yeah, like I would just talk about these two because I see the stats really rising, and you know, Amazon selling way more you know, MetaQuest 2s, you know, in this time of, you know, Apple Vision Pro being announced to drop and stuff like that. People's just their focus is like, what's this VR headset, you know. So I'm happy all in all though. Thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. If you like the content, thumbs up, and so you don't miss out on anything, you know, hit that bell icon. I can't wait to be dropping videos on, you know, in VR chat, doing new tracks, new music in VR as well, you know, doing gameplay, you know. I want to jump in head first in this, you know, speak about my journey in VR moving forward, because I'm a newbie, you know, and I want to, you know, build a beautiful community on this channel and just grow with you guys. So hell yeah, drop me a beautiful like, drop me a comment below what you think about this episode and the stuff that we spoke about, and then also, you know, just happy VRing.